they're going to be sick for the rest of their lives.
Now the state of Michigan is spending $1 million. Filters will be installed on faucets to end the lead contamination.
Good morning, Fran. Good morning, John Butler. Tight lines to both of you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Check 1, 2, 3, 4.
To see if you qualify for the government's Home Affordable Refinance Program, or HARP. And for 5 years
Jim
in a
is
row
off
now,
today.
JD Power has ranked Quicken
Vacationing.
Loans highest in the nation in customer
Decided to go right into the eye of the storm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Also ranked us highest in
I always thought he was a little nuts.
Call 800 Quicken or visit
Check 1, 2, check. Good morning, Fran. How are you doing? It's been a while. Glad to be back. Great to hear from you. Check.
Geico applauds your inner ride leader.
An enthusiastic engine rev goes out to the biker in you who leads the pack. Even if that pack is a party of one, you're still a leader to Geico. To prove it, Geico will insure your motorcycle with great rates and 24/7 customer service. And with Geico by your side, you're never cruising solo, which means you've just been nominated as a real ride leader. Congrats. The smell of fine leather and trailblazing is in your future.
Geico Motorcycle. See how much you could save.
Good morning. Check.
So
1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty.
California's
That is going to be
party city. Here's KCAL's Peter Doubt.
Friday night in Santa Monica, and the party is just getting started at the
Thanks a
Daily
lot, Fran.
Pint, where patrons can enjoy a cold beer or one of nearly 1,000 types of whiskey.
Yeah, we have them busy nights.
Philip McGovern has owned the bar for nearly 3 decades. He says business gets better each year, so it's no surprise to him that Santa Monica has just been ranked the drunkest city in California by roadsnacks.net.
And the young people that live on the west side here have money to spend.
The site says it based its findings on the number of bars and liquor stores per capita, drunk-related tweets, including #drunk, and each city's divorce rate.
These guys may know something about partying. Those at Tau Kappa Epsilon Frat at Lake Superior State University. They're pushing a red tub with...
Yeah, I saw that, Fran. We had a little bit yesterday, too, but I'm actually watching the security cameras right from here to see. Keep an eye on things, but I think high tide in town was probably about an hour ago.
We help farmers
maybe 2
make
hours
the
ago.
best use of their land, which means healthier crops, higher yields, and fewer harvesting hours, which is good news for a growing population and good news for the environment. BASF. We create chemistry.
Call Quicken Loans now at 800 Quicken to see if you qualify for the government's Home Affordable Refinance Program, or HARP. And for 5 years in a row now, JD Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction. And for the 2nd year in a row, they've also ranked us highest in mortgage servicing. Call 800 Quicken or visit QuickenLoans.com.
Visit jdpower.com for more information. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
And now the 3-day
That's Brooks
forecast
singing.
for Sussex and Kent counties from the Delaware 105.9 Weather Center. A coastal flood warning is in effect until Sunday evening, and a wind advisory also in effect until 6 o'clock this evening. It will be windy, cloudy, warmer, and some rain. Coastal flooding can occur, a high of 68. Sunday, windy, humid with rain, a high of 70. For Monday, breezy with variable cloudiness, a low of 66. Monday, breezy with variable cloudiness, a high of 66. And for Tuesday, clouds and sun, a high of 68.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 105.9.
So you hear a hurricane's coming.
Yeah.
And it's bearing down on the East Coast. Projected path is right where you're headed. What do? You go there anyway?
I guess so.
Jim Weller is on vacation. He's in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. This is Colin Walls. I'm filling in for him. Brooks is also here. He's running the controls over there. How you doing, Brooks?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing very well, very well. Happy to be here hosting Weller Does Delmarva for Jim. We're going to have Ryan Cunningham coming up. You may know him from, he's a chef at Abbott's Grill in Laurel.
I hope he's bringing food with him.
I think he's headed, as soon as he leaves here, he's headed down to do a cooking class, so he probably didn't bring it. He's coming from home.
Oh, man.
So he is involved in something called the Thomas Breakfast Challenge. We're going to talk to him about that in a little bit and find out how he is putting Sussex County and Delaware on the map on the internet.
That's exciting.
It's very exciting, and it's a truly grassroots effort. Really excited about it. So, got lots of great deals going on. Generators is how Jim says it, right?
Absolutely. And we have plenty of them. We are locked and loaded and ready to go for you.
And you've sold quite a few, but you've got plenty left, right?
That's correct.
Okay. You want to get right into it? Do you want to talk about some generators real quick?
Sure.
All right, let's do it.
We have quite a few. We have a big selection of generators, starting as small as 1,500 watts and going as high as 9,375 watts.
Wow. I
can tell you that the hot ticket right now has been those 9375s. You can find them at Home Depot, Lowe's, $1,100 bucks. We actually have them out there right now on sale for $747.
Wait a minute. I'm not a math genius, but I don't think I need to be to do that. The big box stores have them for how much?
About $1,100.
Same size.
Same generator.
Same brand. It's a Briggs & Stratton?
This is actually a Champion.
That one's a Champion?
Yep.
Okay.
And we have it for $747. That's, what's that? $250, $350 less.
Yeah, that's close to $400.
That's correct.
Quick math in my head says about $400, just under $400. So wow.
It's been, everybody has noticed how good of a deal that is, and people have been taking advantage of it.
Wow. Okay. So what are the other ones you have? You have some great deals. I mean, that's just a sample of the great deals. What else do you have? We have a line of 4,000 watt generators. Also in the Champion brand, we have them. If you need 240, we have them with 240. We have them with a wheel kit and electric start, and we have just a regular 4,000 watt. That's been another popular one for the homeowners, people wanting to run their refrigerator or something like that. Right, 4,000 is probably about the most common, would you say?
Absolutely, yeah.
It's small enough you can pick it up and carry it around, but it's big enough to do a lot of, you can keep your main things going, your refrigerator, and if you're hooked into your heat with it, you could use it to hook into your heater. So lots of different. You also have people get the generator, and then they get home and they say, well, wait a minute, how do I hook it into my house? You've got a solution for that too, right?
Absolutely. We got quite a few, whether it's an extension cord, just a regular extension cord. We have a wide assortment of those, 15, 25, 50, 100 feet. We also have them with like a triple tap on the end where you can take one receptacle and make it 3 receptacles. And then some of these other generators have like a twist lock plug,
right?
Where you can then take that, and we have cords that you can take and hook that in and give you 3 or 4 more receptacles right out of that. And then we have some other extension cords that go from twist lock to twist lock. So we do. If you come in here, there's just a wide assortment. There's a whole area that is set up with generators, gas cans, extension cords, flashlights. It's like our storm readiness area.
Wow, we are live right now from Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. They're open right now.
Yes, we are.
It's a special opening today, opening at 7 o'clock. That is come and gone, so the opening is here. Get down here, free coffee and donuts and juice.
Orange juice and apple juice.
Now I hear there's a special deal going on that if you call, you can reserve a donut. Is that true?
I don't know about that. I don't know if we got enough donuts for that.
We're not reserving donuts.
No reserving donuts.
You won't hold them until next week.
No, they wouldn't probably be very good at that point.
These are fresh donuts.
Yes. Just picked up this morning.
Also want to go to Facebook. Check out Weller Does Delmarva on Facebook.
That's correct.
You want to search that, like that page. You're going to get all the news of where Jim is going to be with the show and what's going on with the show.
Exactly what we got coming on.
Also, you can watch us right there at WellerDoesDelmarva.com.
Absolutely.
The video is going right now.
The video is up, yeah.
Stan the Fan is up already after a late night, I presume, last night.
I don't know how he does it.
He's up. He's tough, man.
He is a tough man.
So we've got our regular sponsors coming on. We also got, like I said, Brian Cunningham coming on. We're going to talk to him. Also, this is going to be a special edition of Dry Zone.
Yes,
it's going to be here today.
They're going to be here a little later, probably in the 8 o'clock hour.
8 o'clock hour. Okay, that sounds good. And they're going to be talking about something that could be going on at your house right now: flooding, basements, crawl spaces, and how to get rid of the water that's in there.
That's correct.
And how to ensure that if the electric goes out, that you're still getting rid of the water out there. Because just because the electric goes out doesn't mean the water stops coming in.
Absolutely.
It means your sump pump stops working if you only have electric power.
Yeah, if you don't have a generator or something to back up that power.
You don't have a generator or battery backup. Great backup. That's a no-brainer. So that'll be coming up. They'll be talking about that. Also, you got a little something from Dr. T that Jim put together that he wants to kind of explain what's going on with Dr. T here lately.
Absolutely.
Let's hear from him.
Alrighty.
Hey everybody, it's me again, and I really appreciate the guys doing the show. It sounds fantastic, and I appreciate all the people listening and tuning in and watching it live at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. But listen, I want to talk about Dr. T. Dr. Trillia, Peninsula Chiropractic Center, located right on Route 13 in Seaford. He's been in business 25, 30 years and does a great job for his customers as well as the community. He's an owner-operator business, very friendly place to deal. I know when I call, they don't just say, oh, here's the only time we have. They try to accommodate what works for me as well as what works for them. So if you have a chiropractor and you just want to get a second opinion or you want to try somebody different, I highly recommend them. If you've never been to a chiropractor, I also recommend that. There's 3 different doctors there. There's Dr. Trillia, Dr. Mickey Budd, and Dr. Harold Adkins. All of them do a fantastic job, have a nice bedside manner, and they're just very pleasant to deal with. They offer also massages, and then they also have some other thing. It's a total wellness center. So anyway, if you have anything pertaining to your back, your neck, your spine, I have a granddaughter that actually chiropractic care helped with her hearing. So there's just a lot of things it can do for you. A lot of people that have sinus headaches or migraines, chiropractic care has also helped with that. So one call does it all. If you want to know if they take your insurance or what your insurance does or doesn't cover, if you want to talk about massage or chiropractic care or just total wellness, they are the go-to people. It's Peninsula Chiropractic Center, Route 13 in Seaford. Phone number 629-4344, 629-4344, and on the web it's PeninsulaChiroCenter.com, PeninsulaChiroCenter.com. Good people, doing a good job, and I really like them. So give them a call, 629-4344. What more can I say? All right, I'm going to flip it back over to whoever is there. I don't know exactly who's talking next, but tune in. It's going to be awesome. See ya. Bye.
Jim's flipping and we're flopping over here. Flipping and flopping. That's mine and Brooks' nickname today. Flipping and flopping.
Now who's flipping and who's flopping?
We'll let the listeners decide on that. So what I like about this show is Jim endorses the people that he does business with.
Yeah.
He knows how they do business. He likes the way they do business. And it works out really well. And so you know when you're dealing with something that somebody Jim endorses, that's exactly what you're getting. You're getting somebody that Jim deals with, knows that they're good people, knows they work hard for their customers. And that's no different with George Luff. George Luff. Listen to this about him.
It's me again, and this time I want to talk about my friend George Luff. He's not only my friend, he's my accountant. Been dealing with him a long time. And he does all of our accounting work for Weller's Utility Trailers and my property business called JKJ Properties, as well as Denise and I's personal stuff. So he's our accountant, okay? Then he also does the payroll for Weller's Utility Trailers, and we are very happy with that. That is just a new service. We've been dealing with him probably now for about 2 years on that, and it really makes things nice if we have to go on vacation. I always say it, but believe it or not, there's nothing worse than being a small business owner and you got to go on vacation, but you still got to do payroll while you're on vacation because everybody that works for you still wants to get paid. Well, and there's all these new rules and regulations, and you never know when some new law is going to come out that you're not totally up to date on, and then you make the simplest mistake and it takes hours of your time to make it right. Well, Luff and Associates can handle all your accounting needs, and they also can handle all your payroll needs. And let's just say you don't deal with them for accounting, but you want to deal with them for payroll. They are fine with that. So whatever amount of help you need with payroll, whether it's the payroll checks or the 940s or 941 reportings, or the W-2s or W-3s or 4s, or the I-9s, or anything, state tax deposit, quarterly reports, new hire reporting, however extensive or however minimal you want to deal with them, they will help you with your payroll. It's called Easy Payroll. So you can give them a call. They have 3 offices now. They have one in Dover, and then one in Milford, and then one in Rehoboth. And they got one phone number that will get you to wherever you need to get. They also have a website. I'm going to give you that. It's Luff, L-U-F-F, CPAs.com. Luff, CPAs.com, and then their phone number is 422-9699, 9699. Give them a call. See if they can help you. Tell them what you need, and tell them you heard it here on Weller Does Delmarva. All right, I'm going to turn the show back over to the guys, and I will talk to you again another time. See ya. Bye.
And that was Jim Weller. He is not here today. We're actually doing the show, his show, Weller Does Delmarva, live in Bridgeville at his store, Weller's Utility Trailers. And Brooks, I know you've got some really good deals here, but there's always somebody that comes in and they say, I just can't pay the sticker price on it. I just can't pay that price. I need a better deal. What do you have for them?
Well, we actually have some instant coupons that we came up with.
All right.
And the nice thing about it is you're not going to have to worry about, oh man, I forgot the coupon. Oh, the coupon's sitting on my my kitchen counter.
You know what the worst is?
What's that?
When you go somewhere and the guy in front of you in line has his coupon and he's buying the exact same thing that you're buying, and he gets a better deal.
Yes.
And you don't have it just because you don't have the little piece of paper.
That's
this is the solution to it?
Absolutely. And that's what we were trying to avoid. We didn't want, you to be in line and somebody right behind you. One of you has the coupon, one of you doesn't have them, you're buying the same thing. So we wanted to try to make it to be the best possible scenario for both people. And we came up with this ad, the instant coupon savings. And everything in there is an instant savings. There is one coupon on there that you would have to get, and you can catch it on Wellers.com and click on ads, and you can see it right there. There's a 40% off labor for trailer repairs and maintenance.
40% off?
Yeah,
Wow.
big discount there.
Wow.
So just you'll need to bring that in at the time of scheduling.
Now, that doesn't mean the guy's only going to do 40% of the work. He's
No.
still going to do 100% of the work.
Yes, he is.
But 40% off the price.
That's correct.
Wow.
You're gonna have some big savings there, and also there's a lot of other things in this ad. We got winter coming. I guess we're into fall now, right? It's October, so we're into fall.
Yeah.
And we have these 1500 watt quartz infrared heaters, really nice, space heaters. I have a couple of them myself that I use if I want a little more heat in a particular room or something like that. And with the instant coupon, you're getting that for $147. So it's a good way to get ready for the cold weather. Obviously, with the last couple of days, it feels like it's coming quicker than most of us want it to.
Right. Do you have a power washer that you got an instant coupon for?
Actually, we have two of them.
Okay. Because here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking get in here to Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville today, preferably between 7 and 9 while we're on the air.
Sure.
And you get one of these power washers, and we've got rain and wind. So you're harnessing the power of the rain and wind, plus you're using a pressure washer, so it's just that little bit extra. So you get out there on the side of the house that the wind's really blowing hard on and beating the rain up against it, and then you use your power washer to clean the side of your house off.
That makes a lot of sense. You got nature working with you.
You've already got your rain gear on because it's raining out.
Exactly. And we have two different ones on this instant coupon. They're both Briggs & Stratton. They both have 4 interchangeable tips, which is nice. And we have a 2,700 PSI, and we also have a 3,000 PSI.
Whoa.
Now these power washers normally sell in the $350 to $500 range, depending on which one you're looking at. The 2,700 PSI with the coupon comes down to $250, and then the 3,000 PSI is just $50 more, $300.
Yeah, go with the 3,000. You're going to wish you did.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why not have a little bit extra power, even if you don't need it? For the savings that you can get on it right now, just go ahead and get the bigger unit.
What I found with pressure washers is you need the extra power. Just get it, and don't wish you already had it. That's what you had done. So these are instant coupons available here today. Now, how long is this good for? These instant coupons?
It's actually good till the 24th of October. So that's about 3 weeks.
Okay. Wow.
Or about 2.5 weeks.
But there is a limited supply of everything on there.
Absolutely. Once we sell out, we're not going to be able to order any more at these prices. It's just Jim's looking to move some inventory going here into the end of the year.
Get here today. Just
absolutely.
Get in your car in the next half hour. Get down here. We'll still be on the air and stop in and say hi. Tell us you heard it on Delaware 105.9. And get down here. Get your pressure washer. Get your trailer that has the. Will you guys even go out and hook the trailer up today, even though it's raining and nasty out? Will you do that for the customer?
Absolutely. We actually, I'm talking about trailers in the rain. The other day when it all started and the wind and the rain was, we got 7 trailers out, all in the rain. All from basically from lunchtime on. It was a fun time. End of the day, you're a little wet, but definitely we'll do what we got to do to.
But that's the type of service you give your customers.
Absolutely.
That's what I like about it, and I can say that as a customer of Wellers that I bought stuff from here, and they help you load it. They help you decide what you need. If you're not sure, even if you think you're sure, I would talk to these guys here just to make sure you're sure, because they have knowledge of pretty much everything that's in the showroom. That usually you've got one guy that's a little more knowledgeable than the other, but as a whole, you guys are knowledgeable on everything you have in the showroom. You seem to be pretty knowledgeable on the kayaks. I heard you talking to a customer a couple weeks ago on it, so that's good.
Yeah, that's the one. I kind of try to, pick up on everything I can and everything that we sell. But if you have people that can kind of specialize in certain areas, you can rely on your team to, if I don't quite know enough about something, maybe Brandon or Earl, are able to pick up on all that.
Right. You're the swing set guy. Is that correct? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're the swing set guy. You are the guy to go to if you want to talk swing sets.
Absolutely.
Anybody can sell them to you here. That's fine.
Absolutely.
And they can work with you. But you have really studied these swing sets and played on them.
Played on them. Now, the one thing that you said earlier about, even if you think you know what you want or come in and talk to us, the advantage to that is in your scenario, I mean, you're dealing with that one in particular scenario. Well, we've dealt with many customers over the years that have had many different scenarios. So we might, have dealt with something with somebody that, you might not have thought about. So we might be able to throw another idea in there. Hey, what about this, or what if this happens? So we might be able to get you, we could absolutely get you in what you need to be in. But that's, some of the stuff that we're going to put on the table for you.
If you just tuned in, you're thinking Jim Weller's voice has really changed. It has not. It still sounds the same. He's just not here today. So there was a storm coming. He saw it on the radar. He saw it on the map. He saw it on the Weather Channel. And he said, I'm going to head right to the eye of this storm.
Leave it to Jim.
He had this vacation planned, and it's kind of a vacation. I think he's going down to look. He told me he was going to look at golf carts or something.
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if he ever doesn't work. Vacation, sleeping at night. I think this guy is always working.
Yep. Well, that's what you got to do. To stay in business, to be in business, and to stay in business. And that's what Jim does. He is in Myrtle Beach, and he's checking out the rain down there. I think. At the time that he left, they were predicting 12 to 18 inches of rain. And I said, "Are you still going?" He said, "Yeah, I'm still going." He said, "My daughter's going. No, it doesn't matter what. She's going."
Yeah, she's not losing that deposit.
Right.
She's going.
So, anyway, Jim is in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. He's enjoying the weather down there. And I did look at the radar, and it wasn't really raining there.
Yeah, I think most of the weather's a little south of them.
Right.
But
right. But we do have this nasty nor'easter going on here. It's been going on for several days, and that's kind of what they do. They get in here and they'll lay in here for several days and just blow northeast wind that blows all the water on shore and create some flooding problems. We had some flooding problems this morning and yesterday afternoon in downtown Milford at my shop. Not really into the parking lot or anything, but the street that runs right up the side of it that goes to the Bicentennial Park, it floods. There's a storm drain. That's what happens. It comes up through the storm drains first in downtown Milford, for the most part, and it'll create a mess. It really creates a mess, but we can handle it.
Absolutely.
The police came down. First I got a phone call from the Milford police saying that we're experiencing flooding. High tide is at this time, so watch what you're doing. Prepare your business, prepare your customers, and then they said, we've also got for downtown businesses sandbags out at the public works yard. Come out and pick them up. So
Really?
They're giving out sandbags to the businesses, and I drove through this morning and saw that quite a few of the local businesses down there had taken advantage of them. So
that's pretty awesome. That's got to make you feel good about your city.
It does. It does. Milford is a great town, great city. I really like the way they do business. I like the way the police do business. Ed Huey, one of the police officers in Milford, stopped by and after the phone call stopped by and said, "Hey, I just wanted to make sure you got the call. You got, you know what's going on. There's sandbags out there." So I really appreciated that, and just really nice town. Check out Milford. That's just kind of a plug for Milford. And we have the hometown breakfast battle. Second place as of right now, Ryan Cunningham.
How's it going, Delmarva? How are you?
It's going good. So what's going on with this hometown breakfast battle? What is this about?
Well, it's a nationwide competition featuring Thomas English muffin products, whether it's an English muffin, a bagel. They selected 135 chefs across the country, and they encourage their customers and obviously the chefs' fans to vote for them. We got a ton of support from the gate and moved into the second round pretty easily.
Okay.
It works this way. It went from 135. There was a 2-week voting period down to 16. Which is the round we're in now. And then every week it whittles down from 16 to 8 to 4 to 2, and then they'll have their big winner on October 25th.
Okay, so October 25th,
yes.
That's when we'll know who wins. So how do you win?
Through voting. It's pretty much a popularity contest at this point, and it's just amazing how much this has grown. I mean, this was kind of, being a chef, owner of a restaurant, I mean, there's not a bunch of free time to do a lot of publicity, things like that.
Hey, we got a break coming up right here. Can you hold on through the break?
Oh, absolutely.
We'll get the whole story right after this.
If you're here for another great summer at the beach, welcome back. Enjoy your stay. And if you live here, it's another day of not vacation. And no matter how busy your today is, we'll keep up with you. In the car, on your computer, on your smartphone. You're up to speed with what's going down. And if you're here on vacation, make sure you cover up. We don't want you going home with a sunburn. We're Delaware 1059.
And now the 3-day forecast for Sussex and Kent counties from the Delaware 1059 Weather Center. A coastal flood warning is in effect until Sunday evening, and a wind advisory also in effect until 6 o'clock this evening. It will be windy, cloudy, some rain can occur. A high of 68. Sunday, windy, humid with rain, a high of 70. For Monday, breezy with variable cloudiness, a low of 66. Monday, breezy with variable cloudiness, a high of 66. And for Tuesday, clouds and sun, a high of 68. Hey folks, it's John Butler. If you are a fishing enthusiast like me, then join me every Saturday morning at 6 for a great fishing show right here on Delaware 1059. Tight Line show to help you and me become a better angler, chatting with the experts in the area, from the bait shops to charter captains and the pros. Tight Lines with John Butler airs Saturday mornings at 6 right here on Delaware 1059 and Delaware1059.com.
From the first town in the first state in the USA, we're WXDE, Lewis.
Delaware 1059.
Storms are cranking up. Hurricane forecaster Michael Brennan.
Some swells and dangerous surf conditions from the storm affecting the southeastern states.
Wind, rain, and surf could roll up into New Jersey. This woman's in Seabright on the Jersey Shore.
It sent all of us into a bit of a panic because it brought back all of Sandy, and we heard Sandy on the news, and it kind of, gets your heart racing.
In Ocean City, Maryland, Dave Branco was checking his summer place.
Mother Nature's going to do what it's going to do. We're just trying to ease our mind.
Wind and waves have been up around Virginia Beach. 800 National Guard members and 2,500 transportation workers, teams of swiftwater rescuers and chainsaw experts are all mobilized or are on standby in Virginia. The Bahamas, lashed by Hurricane Joaquin, winds still about 125. Still no sign of a cargo ship headed from Jacksonville to Puerto Rico. Lost power in the Bahamas, 33 crew members aboard. CBS News Update, I'm Dave Barrett.
The comments, views, and opinions expressed on the air at Delaware 1059 are those and guests, and not those of staff, management, or advertisers at Delmarva Broadcasting Company. The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 1059.
Okay, and we're back, and Jim Weller is not here today. He's in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So this is Colin Walls. I'm sitting in for him and trying to fill his shoes. I know I'm filling his height, but his shoes I'm not sure.
I think you got the height beat.
I've got that down pat.
When you have the height,
So-
you have bigger feet too. So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So probably filling his shoes too. But it's his seat. I'm actually in his seat and his desk. Check this out. WellerDoesDelmarva.com. Go right there. You can see me. I'm sitting at Jim's desk in his seat. I am buying and selling things. It's just going crazy here. Giving away stuff. So what are we giving away today, Brooks?
Lots of rain, lots of wind, donuts.
There you go. That's the one I was looking for.
That's the good stuff.
Right.
Donuts. We have apple juice. We have orange juice.
Coffee.
Hot chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
We got you fixed up. Come on in, and no purchase necessary. If you'd like to buy something, we'll have to absolutely, sell you something. But you can come on in and collect that for free.
Right. Ryan Cunningham is here. He's the chef or executive chef. Is that what you're?
Chef owner.
Chef owner.
I'm not
okay.
a big fan of the executive chef term.
Okay.
I'm not an executive. I don't wear a suit.
Okay.
I cook and I love to do it. So I call myself a cook to people that ask. But to be fancy and have a title, we'll say chef.
You do have the title of chef, though. You went to school. And,
absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. So that's a distinguished title, I think.
Hey,
something to be proud of.
Oh, absolutely. When you love what you do and you get recognition for it, it's a great feeling for sure.
And well, I think chef also, as you go through the school, I'm not real familiar with it, but you learn and you understand how ingredients work together and how flavors work together. Is that part of what you learn? Or?
Not necessarily. In school, you basically learn techniques to use with ingredients. And practical work is actually the way to learn, and playing around, with ingredients, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, that sort of thing. I mean, it's the practical experience definitely is what builds you and grows you and makes you who you are, in my opinion.
Well, and one of the things that it kind of brings us to is local. You use a lot of local ingredients, and Abbott's in Milford and in Laurel, you both use local ingredients.
Oh, absolutely. That's that's the whole reason behind the brand Abbott's Grill. I mean, it's local supporting locals, being a really community-based restaurant that can give people in the area a place to come and feel, that hey, these guys are here for us, for our town, and to make our town grow and to support everyone in the town, whether it's the guy with the the corn or the guy with the watermelons, whatever,
Right. And well, this kind of leads us into, this is why you were selected and invited to be a part of this Thomas Breakfast Battle, and you actually got an invitation. This is not something you just entered. You were invited to be a part of this because they searched out chefs that use local ingredients and really are a part of the community.
Oh, absolutely. Abbott's Grill is definitely known for the pretty loose farm to table saying that it's kind of played out nowadays. I mean, if you're not doing it, then something's wrong in my opinion. But it was great. Amy, our wonderful office manager, who's probably definitely the glue behind our organization. She keeps all of us chefs in line.
Amy's great. I like Amy. Yes.
Love Amy, your dad, Amy Wyatt, for those listening. She is just a breath of fresh air to our organization. We love her so much. She asked me to be in this that they contacted Abbott's, and they wanted us to be in the battle. And she asked me if I wanted to do it, and I said, yeah, that's cool. I have more important things on my mind, like trying to grow a restaurant in the town of Laurel, which is, it's been a challenge, but it's been a lot of fun, and we've met a lot of great people, and it's really growing. So we kind of put something together. They wanted us to use a local product, and what better, local product for a breakfast competition than Scrapple. I'm sure. I mean, I was raised on Scrapple. I mean, I ate Scrapple every day as a kid, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, starting out with the extra crispy, and slowly working my way up to a little softer style. So we entered that with the whole Sussex County apple Scrapple things. We've done a lot of apple Scrapple combinations at the restaurant in the past, whether it's with quail, whether it's our flatbread. So we know that pair works, and it was a pretty much a money dish to enter. We knew it would taste good. We knew it would look good. We knew it was what they were looking for as far as tying in the localness of it. So we entered, and we basically, I put something up on my Facebook page like, hey, vote for this muffin. This is, is all about Delaware. Let's do this. And never really thought it would take off like this. I mean, it's just.
Well, you said you got a couple shares and then started growing, and
couple shares. It started growing, and I just said, you know what? Let's do that. Let's go all in on this. Let's start pumping and pumping and pumping.
So we're down to the top 16. Started at 136.
135.
135. Okay. We're down to the top 16. On October 5th, it's going to go to 8. So the top 8. Listen to some of the towns we're up against, and listen more. Number 1, Christopher in Green Bay, Wisconsin. He's number 1. Now, you actually have been trading number 1 back and forth with him a couple times, or at least once.
Oh, yeah.
He's got some big names out there. He's got Green Bay Packers. He's really out there pushing it. He's doing good work. Got to compliment him on that. Okay, so number 1, we have Green Bay, Wisconsin. Fairly big town. Bigger than Laurel, Delaware. Number 2, Laurel, Delaware. Number 3, Buffalo, New York. 4 is Springfield, Illinois. 5, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Portland, Maine is 6. Lancaster, PA, 7. Kansas City, Missouri. And it goes on and on and on. The top 16, they're all big cities. And sitting at number 2 is Laurel, Delaware.
Hey, man, it's amazing to see that. I mean, that's when the first time I saw my name in the in the rankings, after the first couple of days we weren't in there, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, probably like day 3, I think it was, of the competition. This was, a couple of weeks ago. I mean, you just slowly started seeing Laurel, Delaware creeping up that list, from 14 to 11 to 7 to 4, and then 3. We were at 3 for a good solid week behind the Green Bay and Buffalo, and then I would say probably last week maybe we shot up to number 2 and have been holding steady. And then, obviously when you're at 2, the next goal is to get to 1. And then, I got a text Wednesday morning that, hey, you're in first place. Oh, my God, this is crazy. And so I went on there and looked, and sure enough, it's, Ryan Cunningham, Laurel, Delaware in first in a nationwide competition. And that's all due to the love and support of that we've gotten from Delaware, from the Delmarva even. It's just been great. All our customers are voting daily, and I remind you, like, if you vote once, it's not, not voting once isn't what's going to do this.
Right,
you
it's
have
voting
to vote every day.
Well, let's tell them how to vote. Let's see. How do we get into this? How do we vote? So what do we do, Ryan?
Okay, we go to thomasbreakfastbattle.com. Very simple. You need to register. A lot of people were having trouble at the beginning, thinking they could just go on and just click vote next to my name, and then it was in, and that's not the case at all. You have to register. It basically takes, it literally takes 30 seconds to register. You put your name in, put your email address in, you pick a password, you confirm your password, and you hit enter, and you're registered. And then after that, you just find Ryan Cunningham, Laurel, Delaware. They have a leaderboard, so you can find me that way, or you could click on Delaware. I'm the only chef on Delmarva that's even in the competition.
The easiest way I found, friend Ryan on Facebook. You're accepting friends on Facebook.
I do and I don't. The best thing to do would be to go to Abbott's on Broad Creek's page.
Okay, there we go. Like their page.
Like their page.
Like their page, Abbott's on Broad Creek. And then right there, they're, I'm assuming they're posting.
We definitely, Amy's on the ball with that stuff. We definitely have a link that you can click on right there. Just if it's not the first one, because we still have our restaurant stuff tied into that too. So just scroll down a little bit, and there's every other post is definitely about the breakfast battle, and you can click on there.
Yeah, and that it takes you right to it. You can register right there, and it's simple. It gives you the top 16 right there. As of right now, Ryan's in number 2. So under his name, it just says vote. You click on vote. And you're also entered to win like $10,000 bucks.
Yeah, every time you vote, you're entered in a drawing to win $10,000. You could also win free English muffins products. I've had a couple people.
Really?
My girlfriend won free English muffins that we're enjoying at the house.
Wow.
It's great. I've had I would say probably 4 or 5 people post on my Facebook page that I know that, hey, thanks, I just won some English muffins for vote for you. That's awesome.
Cool.
So,
ThomasBreakfastBattle.com, or check out Abbott's on Broad Creek Facebook page, and you can find all the info right there, how to vote for Ryan. Vote every day, every day. Anything you want to say in closing, Ryan?
I just want to make it known that this has definitely become bigger than Ryan Cunningham. I mean, my name might be the entrant in this competition. I might be the representative of it, but this is all about Delaware. This is all about Scrapple at this point. Like, I mean, this is just completely shows of how strong this community is around here to have the support that we have for this and to see us up in the top of the votes. I mean, you're talking thousands of votes to be up in the, I mean, it's not just a couple hundred little votes here and there. I mean, this is a nationwide contest. There's people all over the country voting, and Delaware, you guys should be totally proud of yourselves for this.
True grassroots effort.
Oh,
Grassroots,
unbelievable. And that's the only way that we knew we had a shot. I mean, with these major media markets, I mean, you were talking about Chris from Green Bay. I mean, he's got Jordy Nelson and retired NFL Hall of Famers going in the middle of Packers Stadium, Lambeau Field, holding up a vote for Chris sign, just doing this traveling, setting up laptops everywhere, getting people to vote. I mean, it's he definitely feels the threat. We've had a little Instagram war of words, if you will. Not really a war, just a kind of a good friendly banner.
Good friendly chef battle.
Competition, cool. Yeah. So it's just been great. And go Scrapple. It's all about Scrapple. Put it on the nationwide. Put it on. That's the hashtag too. If you go on Facebook and click the hashtag Go Scrapple, all that stuff will come up too. Check it out. We also started a Scrapple selfie thing yesterday. We've had 4 or 5, and we'll post them on my Instagram page and hashtag it Thomas Breakfast Battle. And they'll actually post it on their main page. Like right now, my Scrapple selfie from yesterday should be up in the Instagram thing. Brock Little's been on there, Steve Carson, a lot of my cooks, holding their Scrapple and having a good time. So it's been amazing. So
well, Ryan, thank you, and thank you for putting Sussex County and Laurel, Delaware on the map.
And Scrapple.
That's right. All right, thanks, Ryan.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me. Have fun on your vacation, Jim. We love you.
ThomasBreakfastBattle.com. Go register and vote for Ryan Cunningham, chef owner at Abbott's on Broad Creek in Laurel. Also check out Abbott's on Broad Creek and the one in Milford. Great restaurants. Do we have something about Rick Fowler? Rick Fowler is a business. He owns a business that Jim uses. No Nonsense Computers and office supplies. No Nonsense Office Supplies, I think, is the official name, Brooks.
No Nonsense Office Machines.
Office Machines. Yes, it is machines, not supplies. He has some supplies too. But so listen to this. Jim really likes Rick Fowler and the kind of business he runs. Listen to what Jim has to say about him.
It's me again, just saying thank you very much for tuning in. Weller Does Delmarva. It's been a great show. I'm listening to it, and I really miss being there with everybody, and I'll be back next Saturday, I promise. But in the meantime, let's talk about No Nonsense Office Machines. I talk about them every week. It's Rick Fowler. They're just right there in Georgetown on Route 9, just 2 miles east of the Circle, right next to Sports at the Beach Complex. Been in business for a long time. I've been dealing with him, I don't know exactly, 25, 27 years. He's been our copier guy, and he does a fantastic job. He sells us copiers, and then he services them, and he takes care of the toner and the cartridges and all the maintenance and everything. I don't even have to worry about a thing. He even seems to know when we need stuff, so it's kind of magic. I think it's through the internet that he can tell. But he's got us all networked up and everything. And so if you have a business or a home office, then you need a copier. They've got new ones and used ones. They also sell laptops and tablets. They sell printers and fax machines. They sell computers too. So if you need any type of electronic office equipment, I highly recommend you give them a call. If they sell you something used, they service it, they check it over, they make sure it's in good order. If you have a computer or a tablet or a laptop that needs something done to it, they can help you with that. They're honest, they're friendly, they're more than fair on their pricing, and they're locally owned and operated and have been in business for many years. So who is it? It's No Nonsense. That's exactly what they are. No Nonsense Office Machines. 856-7381. 856-7381. And every week I forget to call Rick and ask him, but one time he said, mention I'm buying used laptops. And I think that he's saying, hey, if you have a laptop and you've bought a new one and you want to sell your old one, he'll buy it. Or if you just have one you no longer need, he'll buy it. I hope he still is. I hope somebody didn't roll in there and sell him like 500 of them all at one time. So anyway, No Nonsense Office Machines is looking to buy laptops, I think. But either way, they're looking for your business. And it's 856-7381. 856-7381. All right, enjoy the rest of the show. I'll see you later. Bye.
So that was Jim, and he was not live. I know that sounded live, but it wasn't live. He did record it live. It's live on tape or digitally. He is in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Drove right into the eye of the storm, and I think it's all for research. You know, he wants to see how they sell generators down there, and he wants to see how they sell kayaks and how they market them. I think so. I think that's how he's turning this into a business trip.
Well, I do know every trip he goes on, there's always business involved somewhere. So I'm sure that's absolutely what he's doing.
That's what he tells his accountant anyway. We're gonna. We heard earlier about his accountant too, so his accountant keeps him straight on that kind of stuff. Jim, this really wasn't a business trip. Or Jim, yes, that does qualify.
You can't talk about business at breakfast and call it a business trip.
Well, maybe you can. I don't know. I would talk to George Luff and find out if you can.
Absolutely.
He would know. Brandon is here. Little brother Brandon.
Little brother Brandon, yeah.
Yep, little brother Brandon. Brandon, you got some good deals for us. You know, people could be looking for pumps today. They could be looking for tarps, generators, and even sheds.
Yeah. Surprisingly, people are looking for sheds in the middle of a storm. A lot of people, and I'm serious about that. A lot of people are looking for places to get their stuff out of the weather.
Mm-hmm.
You know, backyards are full of this and that, and all of a sudden you get a lake coming up into your backyard. You don't want it there, and it's a little bit more safer in a shed or
right,
an enclosed.
Well, because after these few days of wind and rain, somebody's thinking, "Man, I should have had that in a shed." Now they're really thinking about it. They may have had the idea before, maybe I'll get a shed, but after this storm, they're thinking, I should have gotten a shed.
Right, and people are like, well, why sheds and a storm? Well, one thing I always push about our sheds here is there are quality-built sheds. And there's a lot of big box stores and places that sell these little do-it-yourself, put-up shed-type buildings. And unfortunately, in a storm like Joaquin or Sandy or Irene, those don't last very long. Where ours are quality Amish-built sheds right out of Lancaster, PA. I know the owner. I know the family up there. I've been to their shop. Great guys, with a lot of passion in their work. And these things are built like houses, so they're built to withstand a lot of wind and a lot of rain,
right?
A lot of weather. But you had mentioned also pumps. Yes, pumps is a big thing right now. You see all over Facebook and the news. You see these video clips of people using pumps to pump out water out of their garage or out of their basement or something like that. With storms like this comes high demand for those types of items. Well, Weller's thought of that. We are stocked and we have some left.
Now, what kind of pumps are these?
Well, we have two different kinds. We have a 2-inch water transfer pump, which is made by Champion. We also have a 1-inch water transfer pump, which is made by McCulloch.
Okay.
The 1-inch pump is a great pump. That's the one we have the most of in stock right now. Great pump. You can hook it right to your water hose, and it's pump steady.
Now, the 1-inch, is that the pickup size? That's the size where it's actually sucking up into it. So a 1-inch piece of pipe or a hose or whatever it is, it's actually sucking up. So,
correct. And we have them here. They're on sale right now for $97.50. It's a great deal for a water pump, especially in an emergency.
Under $100.
Under $100.
Wow.
Yes. And we also we have one left of the Champion 2-inch water pump. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit more horsepower. Pumps a lot more water per hour. We have that here for about $250. So we've got the storm stuff here. Even though Joaquin has made a turn to the right, we're still obviously getting hammered with this nor'easter and the wind and the rain. So we've got your storm supplies here: extension cords, water pumps, generators, anything you need. Tarps.
Cover something up.
Yes, we've got tarps here as little as $5. I mean, we've got them here, and whatever you need, we've got it.
Yeah, and those pumps. I want you to say again. What are the brand names on these?
The 1-inch water pump is McCulloch.
Yep.
The 2-inch water pump is Champion.
Right. These are name brand water pumps here, and they're not just some junk that you would find at maybe a tool store that sells names you've never heard of. These are name brands you've heard of: Champion and McCulloch.
I don't know if Brandon mentioned it, but I was checking some stuff with the stream. But one thing that's nice about that McCulloch pump, the 1-inch pump, is you can hook a garden hose up to it. So unlike a big, like the big 2-inch transfer pump where you got that 2-inch going out, you can take and put the water kind of where you want it. You can get 3 or 4 garden hoses, and then try to pump the water 2 or 3
Everybody's
feet
got
away.
a garden hose laying around.
Yeah, at least one or two.
Most people don't have a
2-inch hose or anything like that.
Right. So yeah, and you could plumb it in with PVC or something like that, so the hardware stores are open. So
absolutely.
And if you don't have a garden hose, Weller's sells garden hoses.
There we go.
Yep.
So one-stop shop. Actually, you're open. You opened at 7 o'clock this morning.
Yes.
Normally you open at 9.
Yes.
Okay. So you opened at 7. You're open until 1 today.
Yep.
Weller's in Bridgeville. Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville, right on Route 13, just south of the old State Police Barracks. It used to be right there on
That's
the highway.
correct.
That light. So the 404 light, I guess you would call it. The truck 404. Is that what that is?
Yep. The bypass.
The bypass.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So just leave Greenwood, head south. The next light, look for Weller's on the right.
There's a big sign. There's a big sign, a big blue
electronic sign.
pillar with Weller's on it. Can't miss it.
Hard to miss. Hard to miss.
Only place with hundreds and hundreds of trailers on the property.
Yeah, right. Only place in Bridgeville with hundreds of trailers. Yeah, that's right. Good.
And swing sets and sheds and carports.
It's nasty out today, but if somebody wants to look at a trailer, you take them out to look at a trailer.
Of course. Yeah, they
you have
can
golf
come.
carts, right?
We have golf carts. We have a tractor. We'll get out there somehow.
Yeah.
We have kayaks. We'll row out there. Whatever we need to do.
Brandon will give you a ride, or Earl, or Brooks, or whoever is there to take care of it. They'll give you a ride out. You can ride around and look at the different trailers. If you know what you want, they'll take you right to that trailer. But if you don't know what you want, they'll help you decide. They'll go through the process and find out what you're using it for, and you know how much weight you're carrying and all the different things. So they are experts on that, and that's why that is one of the main reasons why you need to deal here and not at a big box store for your trailers, because they can help you find what you need. The box store just is going to say, tell me what you want and give me your money.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're here to sell you what you need, not what we want to sell.
Right. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Brandon. All right, thank you, Brandon.
Thank
Anything?
you.
Did you need to add anything? I didn't want to cut you short.
That was it.
Okay, I see Bill Anderson has stopped in from Dry Zone. We're going to talk to him in the next segment in the 8 o'clock hour. We're going to talk to Bill Anderson of Dry Zone. If your basement is flooding, they have solutions for you, because the water doesn't stop coming in just because the electric goes out.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately not.
It kind of has a mind
the
of
rain
its
is
own.
not tied to the electricity.
No.
So he has a solution for that, and those guys do a great job, so we'll hear from him soon. Do we have a minute, Brooks? Can we listen to L&W? Because right now you could possibly find out how good or bad your insurance is in a storm like this. L&W Insurance actually knows. It's kind of like we were talking about with you. They can help you decide what you need, find out if you're insured properly, if you have enough insurance. So these are people that Jim deals with. So listen to what he has to say about them.
Hey everybody, it's Jim Weller again. I hope the show is going good, and I appreciate you tuning in. I just wanted to mention another one of my sponsors, L&W Insurance Agency. I've been dealing with them for a long time. I buy my car insurance there, health insurance, life insurance, homeowners insurance, all my commercial coverage. I'm very happy with them. So if you're out there and you're listening and you want to talk to an insurance agency that is local, they've been serving Delaware for over 60 years. They represent many different brands of insurance. So if you want a quote on something, you can get more than one quote at one location. They represent you, the policyholder, not the insurance company, and that's very important nowadays. I've always been very happy with my service, whether I'm buying insurance, had a claim, needed help with something, needed any kind of guidance or whatever. They've been real good to deal with. I've dealt with them 25 plus years. So do my kids and a lot of my friends. So it's L&W Insurance Agency. Their phone number is 856-7828, 856-7828. I like it when you call during normal business hours. You get a live human being that answers the phone and will direct you in the right direction. So if you want to get a second opinion on what you got, or get a second quote or something like that and compare things, or just starting with insurance right from scratch, great people to deal with, okay? lwinsurance.com on the web, lwinsurance.com on the web, 856-7828. Good people, tell them I sent you, L&W Insurance Agency. Other than that, thank you again for tuning in. Weller does Delmarva, and the guys will take it from here. See ya. Bye.
That's Jim Weller. He is in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I think he took a bunch of kayaks down, and in case it floods down there, so he might be renting them out, or he might be testing them and putting them through rigorous tests down there. What do you think?
I could just see him doing it, riding the waves in.
He's got 100 cameras with him, and he's dropping them overboard from every kayak. he did that a couple years ago. Him and Denise went down to I think Trap Pond or somewhere, and
really nice
they rented
camera.
some kayaks. He had a camera that was basically brand new. He might have had it a month. Really nice camera, and dropped it overboard.
Yeah.
He reached down there, and it was back in the trees, and there were stumps and branches and roots and everything. And he said all he could think of is there was a snake, so he left the camera there. So if you're looking for a treasure hunt, you can go somewhere in Trap Pond, back in the trees and the roots, and there's a camera in there. It's still got the SD card in it, and it's pretty much brand new, or it was 2 years ago. Hardly used.
It might be a little waterlogged now.
It'd be all right. Just dry it out. Put it in the oven. Put it in the oven on 175 degrees.
Or rice. I heard rice does a good job.
Rice in the oven. Rice in the oven's good too. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. All right, Brooks. Get serious, man.
Oh, it's so hard to.
Speaking of food, I know that's always on your mind, Brooks. So you go right to food when we talk about anything. We have free coffee, we have free donuts, we have free juice here at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. Get down here. We're open till 1 o'clock. Brooks is here, Brandon's here, Earl's here. Is that everybody?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so we're going to take a break. Coming up after this break, we've got Bill Anderson from Dry Zone. Does your basement have water in it? Your crawl space has water in it? I think Bill might have a solution for you. Stay tuned.
Jack up your credit card balance. Get smart and transfer that balance to a low-rate Sussex County Federal Credit Union Visa card with no balance transfer fees, no annual fees, and the chance to win a mini iPad. Your Sussex County FCU Visa not only comes with a great rate, but it also contains smart card chip technology for an added level of security against identity theft and fraud. And with free Visa checkout service, you can make online purchases faster than ever before. So for lower monthly payments, enhanced fraud protection, faster online checkouts, and the chance to win a mini iPad, get your Sussex County FCU Visa card now. Simply come by any branch throughout Sussex County. Call 302-629-0100 or apply online 24/7 at sussexcfcu.com. That's sussexcfcu.com. Sussex County FCU is an equal opportunity lender. Deposits are federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply and may vary based on credit. Membership eligibility required. Call 302-629-0100 for details or visit sussexcfcu.com.
CBS News. I'm Dave Barrett. They've been filling sandbags, piling them up in Charleston, South Carolina. They'll be needed with lots of rain in the weekend forecast. Correspondent David Begnaud.
The rain is coming down at a pretty steady clip here in Charleston, and we are at the beginning of what the National Weather Service is saying could be a historic rain event with the potential for life-threatening flash flooding. 40 streets in Charleston are closed, and where we are right now, people are trying to drive through the water, even though it may not be the smartest thing.
The weather system extends from the Carolinas. It'll head into New Jersey. Coast Guard Captain Mark Fedor says they're hoping to find a freighter that got caught in Hurricane Joaquin in the Bahamas. The disabled ship has 33 crew members, 28 Americans included.
When you are disabled at sea, you basically are totally vulnerable to the sea state. And there is between 20 and 30-foot waves out there.
Uncovering more about the shooting tragedy in Roseburg, Oregon, where officials say Christopher Harper Mercer acted alone when 9 people were killed and 9 others were wounded this week at Umpqua Community College. Here's CBS's Steve Futterman.
He was a student at the college. Why officials initially said he was not is Christopher Harper Mercer was a student at the school and was enrolled in the English class where the massacre took place. With the semester being brand new, Thursday was only the second time the class had met.
President Obama contact their lawmakers if they want change in gun laws. The Washington Post's Philip Bump told CBS this morning that change is not likely.
For folks who want to pass new gun restrictions, I think that what has to change is the court's interpretation of the Second Amendment, right? Because, I mean, that restricted how many people could have handguns, and a court recently threw that out. It's being appealed, but threw it out for being a violation of the Second Amendment. And as long as the NRA and gun advocates have that trump card, there's nothing you can do.
Overseas, 9 dead, 30 missing after a hospital was damaged by an American airstrike in Afghanistan. Correspondent Cammie McCormick.
The U.S. military says it conducted an airstrike in Kunduz City that may have resulted in a nearby medical facility. The U.S. Embassy in Kabul said affected at the doctor's without days in the early morning hours. The hospital, it says, was hit several times and was very badly damaged.
There's an investigation at the University of Louisville. Allegedly, former staffer Andre McGee brought basketball recruits to dorms where escorts were provided. Reportedly, women would have sex with recruits and with their fathers. That's the claim made by an escort who's written a book. Scott Cox is the attorney for Andre McGee.
Andre McGee has told us that he is not guilty of these allegations, that he has never supplied a prostitute to a recruit or a player at the University of Louisville.
Allegedly, the activity took place over a 4-year period. This is CBS News.
Welcome to Staples.
Hi, Staples guy. My office computers are running really slow. Do you?
Windows 10 devices. They're lightning fast.
But I want...
A great deal? Right now, get up to $220 off select laptops, desktops, and 2-in-1 PCs with Windows 10.
Wow, and do you have plans?
No, actually, I'm free.
I meant tech service plans.
Yes, we do, and I'm still free.
Get more tech for up to $220 less. Staples. Make more happen.
Offer ends 10/3. Valid in store and online while supplies last.
Advance Auto Parts knows what makes a car guy a car guy. It's the commitment to maintain an engine through the 300,000-mile mark. It's burning the midnight oil to finish a job most guys would rather hand off. It's loyalty, and it's why there's speed perks from Advance Auto Parts. Spend $100 and get $20 off your next qualified purchase. No cards, no points, no nonsense. Advance Auto Parts, for guys who love getting under the hood.
See store to sign up or visit speedperks.com for details.
Enjoy the quiet times, and you might be taking better care of your ticker.
Long-time exposure to loud noise is bad for your heart, so say researchers at the University of Kentucky. Previous studies have found a correlation between noise exposure, especially at work, and coronary heart disease, high blood pressure, and other health problems. Kentucky researchers used high-frequency hearing loss as a gauge on how much noise people were exposed to, and when compared to people with normal hearing, found that those with hearing loss were approximately 2 times more likely to have heart problems. They still don't know why. Jim Shenevy, CBS News.
Johnny Strange has died, age 23. He was a wingsuit flyer. He had jumped from a mountain in central Switzerland, and there were strong winds blowing at the time, and he crashed. Strange had complained earlier this week about bad weather in the Swiss Alps, and Johnny Strange had historically pushed the envelope. He climbed the tallest mountains on every single continent before he turned 18. Dave Barrett, CBS News.
Call Quicken Loans now at 800-QUICKEN to see if you qualify for the government's Home Affordable Refinance Program, or HARP. And for 5 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction. And for the 2nd year in a row, they've also ranked us highest in mortgage servicing. Call 800-QUICKEN or visit QuickenLoans.com.
Visit jdpower.com for award information. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender, licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
Geico applauds your inner ride leader.
An enthusiastic engine rev goes out to the biker in you who leads the pack. Even if that pack is a party of one, you're still a leader to Geico. To prove it, Geico will insure your motorcycle with great rates and 24/7 customer service. And with Geico by your side, you're never cruising solo, which means you've just been nominated as a real ride leader. Congrats. The smell of fine leather and trailblazing is in your future.
Geico Motorcycle. See how much you could save.
As a paid commercial presentation, the comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 1059.
Okay, so Jim is in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. This is Colin Walsh filling in for Jim, trying to fill his seat here. I'm actually at his desk, in his chair. If you want to go to wellerdoesdelmarva.com, you can watch, you can see us on camera. Got Bill Anderson here. We're going to talk about flooding basements and some solutions he has. If you got a sump pump that's not working, or if you anticipate your sump pump not to be working, he's got a solution for you. Free donuts, free coffee, free juice here at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville, which is where we are. We're here until 9 o'clock. The store is open until 9 or until 1. Sorry, Brooks, correct me on that.
Yes, 1
1
p.m.
o'clock.
1 p.m.
1 p.m. Yes, they aren't going to stay until 1 a.m. Sorry, Jim, if you're listening. The guys decided they're not going to stay until 1 a.m. We decided to change it to p.m.
It's been a bit of a long week, so p.m. sounds good to me.
Hey, I got a question for you, Brooks.
Sure.
Where else in the world can you go see your local state representative standing on a wagon auctioning off $5, $3, $10, $20 items?
I'm going to guess Wilson's Auction.
Wilson's Auction in Lincoln, Delaware. Where else? You got a little piece Jim put together here talking about Dave Wilson and Wilson's Auction?
Absolutely.
All right.
It's me again. Want to say a big thank you for tuning in the show. Colin and Brooks are having a lot of fun, doing a great job, keeping you entertained, informed, and enlightened. And I want to also remind you that we have plenty of generators in stock and on sale. And if you need one, we'd love to sell you one. Just check them all out at Wellers.com. But in the meantime, let's talk about another great sponsor, Wilson's Auction, right there on Route 113 in Lincoln. Okay, they have a sale every Saturday, and today is no exception. So if you need anything from Wilson's Auction, you need to stop by and check it out. It all starts at 9 o'clock this morning. It'll run into the afternoon and evening. Also, if you have things you want to sell, you can drop them off there during the week. Also, if you have a big house full of stuff or you want to sell the house too, they do estate sales. They sell property. They kind of can sell anything. So if you want to get rid of it, they most likely can sell it for you. It's Wilson's Auction, been serving our community 40 plus years, good locally owned, locally operated company. And they also have an auto auction on Tuesday night starting at 6 o'clock. And they also have a website, which is wilsonsauction.com. You click on there and you can see all the different things going on at Wilson's Auction, and there's all kinds of pictures. I'm looking at it right now as I'm talking to you. There's coins and there's lampshades and there's furniture and there's a nice looking, looks like a guitar. There's all kinds of things. So anyway, it's Wilson's Auction. Oh, I see some saddles, and there's just a lot of interesting things. Glassware, looks like a big bubble gum. Oh, a whole bunch of bubble gum machines. Gee, I wish I could be there to get those. The kind you put the quarter in or something like that. Then there's like a table and chairs. So I just want to let you know the building is full of stuff. They've got stuff inside. They've probably got stuff outside. And they've got the stuff. So it's Wilson's Auction tonight, today, on Route 113 in Lincoln. Phone number's 422-3454. Give them a call. Check them out on the web and learn all about them at wilsonsauction.com. If you need an auctioneer, tell them I sent you. Other than that, have a good day. I'm going to turn the show back over to Colin and Brooks. Be safe, be careful, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Thank you, Jim. I hope you're enjoying your vacation in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Only 12 to 18 inches of rain expected, so yeah, I can see why you left here.
That's not much, right? What did they say if that was snow? What is it? Is it a foot to every inch?
I don't know.
Yeah, that would be a lot of snow.
I don't get into those calculations. All I know is there's been a lot of rain here. There's been a lot of wind here. The rain has saturated the ground. When the ground gets saturated, if you have a basement, water comes in. It's underground. There's not much you can do about it. Bill Anderson is here from Dry Zone, and he has some solutions if you have a sump pump that's not working, or if you're worried, well, my sump pump is working, but I don't have any. If the electric goes out, what's going to happen to my sump pump?
Yeah, so,
what happens?
It's no power, no pump.
No power, no pump. That's a good way to put it. Nice and simple.
It just comes down to the fact that we never really think about emergency stuff until we have an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking a little while ago that we had a lady that finished basement, beautiful house,
right?
Never had her sump pump serviced.
Out of sight, out of mind. It's
sight, out of mind.
Usually under a step somewhere or behind a wall. You don't want to see that thing. You don't want to see your sump pump.
Yeah, exactly.
So you put it behind a wall somewhere, or you build a wall around it, because you put the sump pumps in, so you put them where it's naturally going to drain to, I would assume.
Well, I mean, the only place we don't want it really necessarily is in corners.
Okay.
And that's for a foundation reason. But
okay.
You put it really. I mean, your floors are fairly flat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, up in Wilmington, they're a lot more undulating and stuff like that. But I mean, for the most part, when you have a finished basement, the floor is flat.
Okay.
So you just kind of put it anywhere. But like you said, under a step, that's a great place to put them. People put them, or they build a closet, or they just
And it's dry most of the time. You don't think about it. If it's not working, you don't think that it's not working. But you have a program that you come out and you do scheduled maintenance. You check it, make sure it's working, make sure nothing's plugged up,
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. Yeah, I mean, we come out once a year,
Okay.
and we just simply try to find problems before they find you.
Right. So the people that took advantage of that, they've got a peace of mind right now. It's
Correct.
going to work. I know they've tested it. The people that haven't done that
Are calling us all night long.
Right. So what do you have for them? What do you do?
So what we do, we can come in. A lot of times there's already a sump hole, and we can drop a sump down in there to get you running, and we can come back and do more permanent solutions later. Some folks, I mean, I think we've been fairly lucky with the storm. I don't think we've had that much power outage.
Right.
But there's still a lot of wind going on today. When we were going home last night, big old branch fell down in front of my truck.
Wow.
And we just drove over it or whatever, but it scared my wife and I to death. And so all it's got to do is just take one power line, hit that one line, or one branch to hit that one power line,
Right.
and you're going to lose power for a couple of hours. And how long does it take for your basement to fill up?
Right.
Not very long.
Right. Exactly. And you've got a full staff. They are ready to go 24 hours.
Yeah, we have 24-hour lines. So what you do is you simply call up and you leave a message for the service department, and our service advisor or office manager, they'll give you a call back. We were actually having dinner with my service manager and one of our design specialists, our salesman, and we went to a little place in Milton on the way home, and we were actually setting service guys out on the road right from the table at the restaurant. So.
Right. Always working, right?
Always working, yeah.
Gotta stop and eat, but you can still work while you're eating. So, but you have these sump pumps. You keep them in stock. You're prepared for these storms. You know it's going to happen eventually, so you've got them there. You've got something. Is it called a triple safe?
Yeah, the triple safe sump pump. So it's basically, I know it's not a word, but it's one of those pumps that can never not fail.
Okay.
Okay. We have two regular sump pumps, right? One's a 3rd horsepower, one's half horsepower. The 3rd horsepower, you can pump up to 2,300 gallons.
Wait a minute. This is built into one unit.
Yeah, it's one container.
Okay.
So there's two electric pumps.
Okay.
Right? And then you have one that's on our it's called an ultra sub power pack.
Okay.
And it's not like these things you find at Lowe's or whatever. Those things they're very disposable. So if you want to spend $300, $500 a year putting these little things in that don't really pump much anyway, go ahead.
It's like consumer grade versus professional grade. You've got consumer stuff that, hey, this guy, a consumer can go and throw it in. You've got the professional grade that requires a professional to put it in, somebody that knows what they're doing.
Right.
And you've got the guys to do
it's
that.
like I said, when you have these type of storms, if you don't have the correct power packs, if you don't have the correct sump pumps, even you could have 10 of the Lowe's versions. You're going to go underwater. We use a Zoller pump. It's not something you just go to a box store and buy. It's a big old cast iron pump. They're made in Louisville, Kentucky, right?
Wow,
so
made
they
in
haven't
America.
changed their design in like 80 years.
Because it works.
Because it works.
Right.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, the impeller itself, like if you go to like the Lowe's or whatever, and you buy these sump pumps and you stick your finger in the impeller, the place where all the water goes up in there, it's like a little teeny tiny fan, like you see in the summertime, the people just kind of, get you nice and cool. Or
Little
whatever.
battery powered thing like that, right?
Exactly. So you stick your finger up in there and you can actually stop the impeller. Do that with our sump pumps. We're going to make sausage, or I guess scrapple, since you guys were talking about scrapple earlier.
So what you're saying is that anything to get in there. So if you've got a little bit of debris because everything's going to wash to the sump pump if you've got water coming in. If you get any debris in there, it doesn't take much to stop the cheap pumps up.
Correct. Yeah, ours can actually pump 1/2-inch solids.
Wow.
So I mean, you're almost getting to the grinder pump type of a
right.
Pump,
So and you guys can you not vent them. You put them to discharge outside.
Correct.
You get them away from the house.
Get it away from the house.
Because you don't want to put it right outside of the house because it's just going to run back in.
Right. Yeah, it's really funny when you go to houses and you see that. And a lot of contractors do that, and you just sit there and you scratch your head and you're like, so you're going to take all this water, discharge it right at the foundation, let it go right back in the same holes that it came in a second ago. Just constantly.
At that point, all you're doing is wasting electricity, right?
It's insanity.
Yeah.
They're working for the electric companies.
I guess.
So is that the triple safe? We've got a little salesman model here. Is that it, Brooks, right there?
That
is that the triple safe?
That is the triple safe.
2 pumps in it. So you've got the main pump, the big pump. If it goes down for some reason, is that the one that's powered by electric standard 120 volts in a house?
Right.
Okay. The other pump, is that battery powered?
No, the second pump is actually another electric pump, right? So basically the way it works is you can either simply, if this pump dies, or if this pump can't keep up, the second pump is there. okay?
Mhm.
So it either becomes the primary pump or they work in conjunction together, right?
Wow.
So there's some houses where we have a couple triple safes sitting there just because of the way the ground is.
Mhm.
It's house out in Georgetown. Unbelievable amount of water in
Mhm.
this man's house. We did it a couple years ago. We were trying to figure out why this was happening. Well, it's funny because like if you ever look at like the earth, if you cut it in half, you can actually see the different clay looms and sand looms and everything.
Mhm.
Man built his house right in the middle of a bowl.
Oh.
He was pumping this water like 700 feet out to a retention pond. It would go down into the ground, it would hit this clay loom and run right back into his basement.
Wow.
Wow. The rest of it was basically sand.
Mhm.
So, you know, it was just this, I mean, we were walking into like that much water, like 3-4 feet of water when I first got there. And we were taking gas pumps just to pump it outside. We couldn't even stop it. We finally, after a while, caught up to it, and then we started putting in sumps, and I mean, it was just literally, the man has a river of water underneath his basement. I mean, you talk about underground spring, that's kind of what it's like. So you open up our water guard system on a French drain, and you can actually see water floating in it.
Wow.
Never had an issue until his kids decided they were going to actually put open it up and use the holes to play golf.
Oh, sure.
So our service guy got there one day, and they were trying to root it out, and they find this big blockage where we had to jackhammer his floor open, and we pulled it out. There's a bunch of golf balls in there, and then there was some sand and everything else around it that packed
Wow.
up with it. I've never seen somebody beat his kids so bad.
So the triple safe pump. So you've got the two pumps. They work on 120 volts.
Right.
One, if the main pump fails, the second one will back up. Or if it gets to be too much water flowing in, they'll both run to get the water out as fast as
And we
possible.
keep those on separate breakers.
Ah, that's smart. So if something trips the breaker on the one,
right,
the other one is still, it's on a separate circuit, so you don't. Okay. So is there a third?
So there's a third, and that's our Ultra Sump Power Pack.
Okay.
So we can remove up to 12,000 gallons on a single charge.
Wow.
And then we can actually, a lot of our homeowners, they actually have 2 or 3 batteries there. So that way, if one power pack dies, they can just switch it over. Kind of like you have a
Okay.
boat. There's actually switchers you could do too.
Okay.
Where you can just unloosen it and put the new power pack
So
in.
you've got a battery there that's constantly being charged. That the charge is maintained on while the electric is on.
Right.
Okay, so you got number one. You've got the big pump that's going to get a bunch of water out. If that one can't handle it, you've got so that's number one. If that one can't handle it, you've got number two pump that will either, if the other one goes down for some reason, the second one will pick up, or if it's more than the first one can handle, it'll help it. Then you've got the battery backup.
Right.
What is it called again?
It's called the Ultra Sump Power Pack.
Ultra Sump Power Pack that is going to take over up to 12,000 gallons on a single charge.
Correct.
And you can actually have extra batteries or extra power packs to keep it going.
Absolutely. Yep.
Very good. So this is Bill Anderson from Dry Zone, local guy, local company. They can come out to your house. They can if you've got emergency service, if there's a problem right now, 24-hour service. It doesn't matter. The water doesn't care what time it is when it's coming into your basement
Not
or
at
when
all.
the electric goes
No,
out.
not at all.
So you need 24-hour service. They can get somebody out to your house, take care of it. They can assess your problem, see what you need, and get the water out of your basement before it does damage. The longer it's there, the more damage it does.
You're talking wood rot, mold, mildew. You know, I mean, there's just nothing good about having a swimming pool in your house.
Right, and it's not just basements. It's
Basements and
it's
crawl
spaces
yeah, I mean,
also.
Think about it. Your HVAC is underneath your house in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
In the crawl space.
Right.
Well, that fills it with water. You lose your HVAC.
Yeah, yeah, not good.
Not
good. How can we get in touch with you, Bill?
So we there's 2 ways. You can either call our local office, which is 302-684-5034, or we can go on Jim's World Wide Web. He says it's worldwide.
That's
here
right.
Now. So it's dryzone.com. So we make it real simple.
Yeah, it should be pretty easy to remember.
Right.
Right. 684-5034. Local number, local company. Take you right to their operators that are standing by. They can get you in touch with who you need to get in touch with, and get somebody out to your house to take care of your crawl space or basement water problems. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
We appreciate it too. I mean, it's more than just a we can come out to your house and do something. It's education. I mean, there's a lot to know about this stuff, and the consumer doesn't need to spend their time knowing. All they need to know is 684-5034. Get in touch with Bill. Get in touch with their people. And I've met quite a few of the guys that work for you and the gals that work for you too. They are great people. They have the customer in mind, and they really want to take care of the problem for you. All right, Brooks. What's happening? You got some chainsaw specials?
Oh, we got all kinds of things going on here.
Here's Jim's listed up. Brooks, chainsaw special, generators, pumps, cots, socks, green boots, and he specified green, and waders. What in the world?
We have waders, we have boots, we have socks. If you're out there walking around, your feet get wet, come in and get socks. You can get right now with a coupon, you can get 30 pairs of socks. Now, if you're thinking, bags of 6, that's 5 bags of 6 pairs of socks for $10.77. You could walk all day. I mean, your feet get wet, new pair of socks.
All right, at this price, you can just throw away the socks when they get wet. Or you could put them all on, one over top of the other, and just peel the layers off as you go through.
That'll at least keep your feet warm. I doubt that the water will get through that many pairs of socks.
All right, so chainsaws.
Yes,
we've got wind, branches come down, big branch. You can't just pick it up and throw it in a burn pile or whatever you want to put it in. You've got to cut the thing up. You got chainsaws.
Absolutely. Another one of those instant coupon specials that we have going on. It's a 2-in-1. It's got a 14-inch bar and a 20-inch bar. It's 45 cc's. It's got a carrying case, and with the instant coupon, which means you don't have to have the coupon. Just come on in, you get the savings right away. $147.50.
Very good deal. How big is that? How big is the bar on that?
There's a 14-inch and a 20-inch bar.
Wow.
2 bars and a carrying case. So you're ready to go.
So wait a minute, it's one chainsaw with 2 different sized bars?
Yep, the one bar comes off, put the other bar on, depending on what you're cutting through. And I helped my dad, cut down a tree not too long ago, and there was some of the branches, the 14-inch bar would have been just fine for it, but there were some branches that you needed that extra 6 inches to be able to get through it all.
That's cool. I didn't know you could get them like that.
Yep. Absolutely. And of course, the pumps, generators, and we have everything you need to, be able to take care of some stuff during this crazy weather that we're having.
Here's what I like: cots.
Cots, yes.
So storms, kids get scared. They want to come get in your bed with you. I've got 4 kids. I don't want 4 kids in my bed, so I get some cots and put them all up around my bed, and then they can sleep on the cots. Get them out of the bed.
Absolutely.
It's a good idea.
I know when we were younger, as kids, we'd all we'd pull a mattress out in the living room, and we'd all sleep out in the living room. So the cots would have been a great thing, because then the parents could have had the mattress, and we could have had cots around the mattress, and then we could all hung out in the living room and slept there. But that was one of those ice storm memories.
Ice storm memories. Wow,
yeah.
You're going way back on that.
Was it 94, 95? Something?
Yeah, somewhere around there. Mid-South Audio, they do lots and lots of work in the area. Like, you don't know what they do. They do, and if there's a large concert, see you, Bill, take care. If there's a large concert around here or a big event or gathering, most likely it's going to be Mid-South Audio that's taking care of it. But they don't do just large events like that. If you've got a church or if, anything like that you need audio for, they've got the mixers, they've got the microphones, they've even got the people to run that stuff for you. You're not an expert on that. Listen to what Jim has to say about them.
Hi everybody, it's Jim Weller, and I just want to say thanks a lot for tuning in the show. I've said it before, but I really do appreciate it, and I just want to let you know that I'll be back next week, and I believe the show has been good. I've enjoyed listening to it myself. Now, I want to mention another one of my sponsors. That is Kevin Short from Mid-South Audio down there in Georgetown. He does a great job. I was looking at his website, which is midsouthaaudio.com, and I was thinking there is a lot of events that you could use somebody that would come with the speakers and the stands and the wires and the microphones and the amps and the soundboard and even somebody to run it all. Boy, would that be a load off your mind. You could be having a family reunion and you just need to be able to play some music, or you need to be able to talk on a microphone and say a few things. You might be having some kind of an event, like a boxing event or a wrestling event, or you might be putting on a ballet show, or you might be putting on some kind of an auction or something and need sound equipment, or you might be having a concert or bringing in a speaker or something like that. So there's many different ways and reasons you could use Mid-South Audio. So what they provide is they provide all the equipment. They rent it to you, they bring it to you, they'll set it up for you, and if need be, they will run it for you. Okay? A big event, a little event, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to only be in Delaware. If you're visiting Delaware and you're listening and you happen to live in New York or New Jersey or Pennsylvania, Virginia, Delaware, or Maryland, they will travel. All they need is the opportunity and the event, and they will bring the necessary equipment. If you don't even know what you need and you say, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have 200 people, 500 people, 5,000 people, and I need speakers, and I need this, and I need the wires, and I need crowd control, and oh, I'm going to need some spotlights, and oh, I need a way to put the spotlights up. They handle the whole thing. And then on top of it, you forgot you needed a stage or a platform. So whatever you need, they can handle. It's MidSouthAudio.com. And on top of that, they have a full-service recording studio in Georgetown. If you want to record something, they can help you with that. So again, MidSouthAudio.com. Kevin Short is the owner. I highly recommend him. He's a great guy to deal with. They're professionals in what they do. And if you have a sound system now that needs some help or tweaking, or you want to add on to it, something replaced, something not working, they can help you with that too. Again, it's MidSouthAudio.com on the web. On the phone, it's 856-6993, 856-6993. One call does it all. Tell them what you got going on, and they'll tell you what you need to make it sound really good and professional. Thanks again for tuning me in, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.
Free coffee, free donuts, free juice, right here. Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. That's where we're at. I'm Colin Walls. I'm filling in for Jim. Jim is vacationing. It's a beautiful day down in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I'm sure.
I'm sure.
They were
At
only
least inside the hotel, probably.
Right. They were only calling for 12 to 18 inches of rain. So Jim heard there was a hurricane coming. He said, I'm going to go right into the eye of this thing. Head right to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, taking some kayaks, taking some generators, and no, I don't think he took any of that, but he had this planned and had it scheduled. He is in Myrtle Beach. He's down there vacationing with family, and I think he might be doing a little bit of business down there, so it'd be interesting to hear when he gets back what he found down there.
I think the hotel that you're staying at has a couple of water parks or something like inside of it.
Inside, right.
So, I mean, but you're not going to need an inside water park. Just go outside. I mean, there's going to be plenty of
right. It's an adventure outside.
Water sports.
So let's wrap this segment up. We had Dry Zone, Bill Anderson in here from Dry Zone. If you've got a problem with your basement flooding, your crawl space flooding, these guys are professionals. They can come in and get the job done. You know, I know there's a lot of people out there that say, I can do this, I can get this job done myself, and then it's just never quite done. It's never quite completed. These are the guys that know how to get in, get the job done, and get out and get your basement dry again. Dryzone.com, 684-5034. Also, Ryan Cunningham stopped in. He's a local chef at Abbott's on Broad Creek. He is in the Thomas Breakfast Battle. So go to thomasbreakfastbattle.com. We'll give you a little more information at the end of the show about it. That's Chef Ryan Cunningham. We'll be right back.
It's back to school time for area students. Volunteers are needed at the Food Bank of Delaware's Milford branch to help prepare and pack meals for kids at risk of after-school and weekend hunger. Volunteering is a fun and easy way to give back to the community and can make a difference in the lives of Delaware children. To learn more or to sign up, please visit fbd.org/volunteer in Milford or call 302-393-2011. Is your family in need of free meals? Dial 211 for Delaware. 211, the state's health and Human Services Hotline.
Due to the inclement weather, the Shred event sponsored by the Delaware Attorney General's office scheduled for today at the BJ's parking lot at the Peninsula Crossing Shopping Center on Route 113 in Millsboro has been canceled. Identity theft is a crime that affects millions of Americans each year. Learn more on the next Shred event Saturday, October 10th from 9 to 1 at the Del Dot Administration Building on Route 13, 113 Split in Dover by visiting attorneygeneral.delaware.gov or call 1-800-220-5424.
Sandbags, a necessity in Charleston, South Carolina, where they're dealing with weekend flooding. Governor Nikki Haley says it's going to be a very wet weekend statewide.
You're looking at about almost 14 inches in the Columbia area. Over the next 3 days, you're looking at 8 to 12 inches across the rest of the state. Over the next 3 days.
Big picture now from WFOR meteorologist Lisette Gonzalez.
With Joaquin to the east and that front, as we head into the weekend, in addition to flooding, we will see the potential for coastal erosion, dangerous surf, rip currents and hazardous marine conditions, and that's stretching all the way from the mid-Atlantic down to the Florida coast.
On the Jersey Shore, residents remembering what waves and wind from Hurricane Sandy did nearly 3 years ago. This guy's in Seabright, New Jersey.
It was pretty bad. My mother-in-law lives in town. She was evacuated for a few weeks, so we're hoping not to have a repeat of that.
In Bermuda, a hurricane watch has been posted. Joaquin's top winds at 125. CBS News Update, I'm Dave Barrett.
This is Delaware Governor Jack Markell. Small Business Saturday was created years ago to recognize how important small local businesses are to our country and state. They help define our towns and employ hundreds of thousands of our neighbors. The Small Business Alliance of the Delaware State Chamber of Commerce and Delmarva Broadcasting have introduced Small Business Saturdays, the first Saturday of every month. Please join me in shopping locally on the first Saturday each month. Your support strengthens our state and is much appreciated.
Local participating businesses include Snyder's Candy has been a Rehoboth Beach destination for 75 years with the largest selection of candy at the beach. Located at 60 Rehoboth Avenue or online at snyderscandy.com. And Milford Pizza Restaurant. Hand-tossed pizza, home-cooked meals, and desserts in a family atmosphere. Stop in and see Sue and Eric in the Air Park Plaza. Milford Pizza Restaurant. Dine-in, pickup, and delivery. Closed Sunday. 422-8499. Small Business Saturday is this Saturday.
One call, Red does it all.
Peninsula wants to thank you for singing our praises. Since March, customers have posted more than 300 Perfect 10 reviews online, and we couldn't be more proud. If you have a plumbing problem, you want someone right away to take care of it. That's what we do at Peninsula. From old pipe repairs to new construction, if it concerns water, it concerns us. Get upfront pricing, work by highly trained master plumbers, work guaranteed for a full year, all family run business since 1935.
One call, Red does it all.
Schedule your whole home winterization for as low as $250 today.
One call, Red does it all.
Plumbing, heating, air conditioning, propane gas logs and fireplaces, oil delivery and trash pickup, residential or commercial. It's just one call to Peninsula. Go to callrednow.com. That's callrednow.com, and we'll have you singing our praises too.
One call, Red does it all.
Hi everybody, this is Butch Emmert from Emmert Auction Associates. I want to invite you to a terrific Rehoboth Beach Convention Center this Sunday, October 4th at 9:30 a.m. We are selling 4 estates, including antique and modern furniture, Stickley furniture, sterling, bronzes, crystal, silver, estate jewelry, costume jewelry, glassware, oriental rugs, wicker, rare books, a gun collection. This is of valuable original art by many of Delaware's greatest artists, including Marjorie Pyle and Theodore Kane. Anything in the way of furniture or smallwares that could be in a good home is there many times over. The convention hall will be full and all the back rooms. 2 auctioneers all day. Everything from dining room and bedroom furniture to sterling silver and great corner cupboards and clocks. Once again, that's this Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Included in the sale is Delaware Tag 147. Not only a 3-digit, but a 1 series. This is going to be a great one, so don't miss it. Be there.
Hi, this is Andy Pennington from Asphalt Paving Equipment and Supplies. Summer is officially over. Old man winter is coming. Be ready. We are the SnowX dealer for Delaware. Asphalt Paving Equipment and Supplies has the salt spreaders and brine sprayers you need. From walk-around units to 7 cubic yard salt spreaders. And everything in between. All from SnowX, the finest machinery in the business. If you are a property contractor, homeowner, anyone who has to clean up ice and snow, Asphalt Paving Equipment and Supplies will have it. In fact, if we don't have it, you don't need it. Be ready for winter. Stop in and see our SnowX line and pick up a few bags of Asphalt Paving Equipment and Supplies on Route 9, 26822, Lewis Georgetown Highway in Harbison. Call 302-664-1552 or go to asphaltpavingequipmentsupplies.com.
Asphalt Paving Equipment and Supplies. Now the exclusive dealer in Delaware and Maryland for Midland Road Whiteners for sale or rent.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 1059.
This segment, we're going to learn about websites. We're going to learn about lawn care. We're going to learn about free food and free drinks. Stay tuned. This is Weller Does Delmarva. You can watch us at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. Jim is on vacation. I'm Colin Walls. I'm sitting in for him. helping him out. Hopefully I'm helping him and not hurting him. He is on vacation in Myrtle Beach. He likes 12 to 18 inches of rain, so he headed right on down there. But right now we're going to learn about websites and creating websites from a creative guy, the creative anchor.
Good morning again, everybody, and thanks a lot for tuning in Weller Does Delmarva. I appreciate you listening in and watching the show at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. And also, I want to thank everybody for doing the show. I couldn't be there today with you in person, and I trust that the show is going well. From what I can hear, it sounds fantastic. So I got another sponsor I want to mention, which is my friend Jonathan Hazelwood, the creative anchor. He develops and designs and works on websites. That's what he does. And he's really a good technical guy, but he also can talk to you in terms that you understand. Brooks and him have been working together on designing our brand new Weller's Utility Trailers website. It's not quite done yet, but it's done enough that we're starting to upload a lot of pictures and put some inventory on there and stuff like that. So we'll be launching it in the near future. But in the meantime, let's talk about you and your needs for a website. So if you have a business or you have an idea or something that you've got going on and you need some help with a website, he can help you out. If you just want to bounce some ideas off of him or get him to bounce some ideas off of you, he also can do that. If you need some technical support, he's good at that. Graphic design, social marketing, all of those types of things, branding, logos, and so on. So Jonathan is very knowledgeable, very informative when you talk to him, very easy to talk to and understand. He talks to Brooks in one language, all that technical stuff, and then he talks to me in a language that I understand. So I'm just throwing it out there that if you need any help with your website or a website, I highly recommend you give a call to Jonathan Hazelwood, the Creative Anchor. Website, of course, is thecreativeanchor.com, and his phone number is 526-7250, 526-7250. Give him a call. Tell him I sent you. Enjoy the weekend, and I'm going to throw the show back to the guys now, and I'll talk to you again in a little while. Bye.
Your yard is going to be a mess after this storm. But whether you're do-it-yourselfer or you just want somebody to come out and do it, we've got a solution for you here coming up in a few minutes. Not right yet, Brooks. Hold off.
Almost pulled the trigger on
Hold
that
off.
one.
Don't pull the trigger. I want to talk about free food, free donuts, free coffee, free juice right now. Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. That is where we are. We're here at Broadcasting Live until 9 o'clock, but the store's open till 1, so get down here and get the free coffee. It's a good day for coffee.
Absolutely.
Good day for coffee. Good day for any day's a good day for free donuts, as far as I'm concerned, and free juice. But get down here. Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville on Route 13, just south of the first light when you come to Bridgeville, right there at the old State Police Barracks. So you can't miss it. There's a great big electronic sign out there, and sometimes it flashes Brooks' face on it. Sometimes it flashes Jim's cartoon character on it.
Yeah, don't let my face scare you.
Get on in here. Get on in here, whether you need a trailer or a kayak or storm supplies. Here we go, Brooks. Storm supplies.
Storm supplies.
This is what I was talking about. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, your yard is going to be a mess. Afterwards, you can do the cleanup stuff, but you also have the supplies for storm, to prepare for the storm or in the middle of a storm. What do you have?
We have generators, we have pumps, we have chainsaws, we have 1-gallon gas cans, we have 5-gallon gas cans. We have flashlights, we have lanterns, and when I say we have flashlights, we have a little tiny one you can put in your pocket. We have one that's about double that size. We have one that's about double that size, up to a 5 million candle power spotlight. So we have just about any type of flashlight you can think of. We have little pocket knives on the counter that, if you need to get out and, cut something, or, we have pretty much anything you can think of. We have socks. We have galoshes. We have lacrosse boots that go over top of your boot. We have insulated lacrosse boots that you could put on, as a boot.
Do you have hip boots?
We have hip boots as well.
And waders?
Yes.
Wow.
Made by lacrosse. Yeah, very
Made
very
by
nice
lacrosse?
stuff. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We also have like a waterproof. I forget. I don't know what they're. I'm trying to look for the word of what they're called, but they're almost like a wader too.
Okay.
So we just have just about anything you can think of out there to get you fixed up.
Do you have a drawer that looks like a log with a drawer in it?
I don't know if that's going to help you during the storm, but yes, we even have trinket logs.
Well, trinket logs, that's what they're called. Okay. Well, what I'm thinking is if you don't have trees in your yard and you're driving by all these other houses where people have limbs down in their yard and you're just feeling really jealous, you can come in and buy some of these trinket logs. It's a log. It looks like a branch that they've carved a drawer into.
Yeah.
You can throw them out in your yard and make it look like, you know, you've got problems in your yard. Like
You'll have
everybody else.
fancy logs
right,
in your
that's
yard.
Right. Trinket logs. Excuse me. We are open for business here at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. Check us out on Facebook. You've got several Facebook pages for Weller's. What are they, Brooks?
Yeah, you have Weller Sheds and Carports, Weller's Utility Trailers. You have Jim Weller. He's the Jim Weller from Delaware. You have Weller does Delmarva. So there's quite a few ways you can get in touch with us. You can friend request myself, Brooks Ritter. You have Jason Troyer, Brandon Ritter. We're all on Facebook and would love to join up with you. And you can see everything that's going on here.
WellerDoesDelmarva.com. You can actually go there and watch today's show. You can watch it live right now, or you can go back and watch past shows. So if Jim had a guest on, you're saying, man, I forgot what they said, or I forgot their phone number. Go to WellerDoesDelmarva.com. Like Bill Anderson was on here talking about it. If you forgot his phone number, I can give it to you right now, 684-5034. But if you weren't ready for that, go to WellerDoesDelmarva.com. You can go to whatever point in the show that you want, watch the entire thing, or just skip ahead to where Bill was, and that way you can get his information. So you also have Wellers.com. Wellers.com is where you'll find information on the business itself, also on trailers. You've got trailers listed on there. Yeah. You've got the ads section. I like that ads. Does it say, is that where it says ads up there? You
That's
click on
current,
that?
current ads. Yeah.
That's a good place to put it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
click on current ads, and that's where the current ads are.
That's like a stroke of genius.
It is. It is. I don't know who comes up with this stuff, but somebody, needs a raise or something.
And that's really where you need to pay attention or be looking for, because what will happen is we have these ads and we have to have them done up, 2-3 weeks ahead of time to get them, published and what have you. So as soon as they're done, we actually will then start the sale then, and we'll put them on our website. So keep an eye on Wellers.com. Go to that current ads. As soon as it's available, it'll be up there. And that way you can get a jump start on what's on sale, because there is sometimes that if you wait for the guide ad to come out or whatever, and you're looking at it, and you come in, we're sold out already, because the people that were looking at the website have already came in taking advantage of those deals.
Right. So we talked about the do-it-yourselfer. If you're going to go out, you're going to need to clean your yard up after this. Most people's yard's going to be a mess after the storm. Weller's has the stuff for the do-it-yourselfers, the chainsaws and all the other different things you need. But if you just want somebody to come out and get it done, you don't have time to deal with it. You need somebody that can take care of your yard and do the things that you need done. Jerry's Lawn Care is the guy that can get it done. This guy sells firewood. He cuts trees down. He's a hard-working guy. All you got to do is say, this guy does firewood, cuts firewood, splits it. You know he's a hard-working guy. Jim's got a little something to say about him here, and listen to what he has to say.
Good morning, everybody. It's Jim Weller, and I want to say thanks a lot for tuning in the show. Sorry I couldn't be with you in person today. My boss demands that I take my vacations or I'm going to lose them. If I don't use them, I lose them. So I have had to take another vacation. But I'll be back next Saturday for sure. But in the meantime, enjoy the show. Colin and Brooks are doing a great job. But I want to mention one of my sponsors, Jerry's Lawn Care, Jerry Santoro. Good guy, locally owned, locally operated business. Been serving our community for over 10 years now. He has the deal on firewood. Seasoned firewood. Mixed hardwood, oak, cherry, and hickory, split and delivered within 10 miles of Greenwood for $175 a cord. That's right, $175 a cord. If you live a little further than 10 miles from Greenwood, there's just a small extra charge. So I want to tell you also, with this weather that we're having and the ground being saturated and so on, if you have a tree that's maybe old or rotten or been leaning, or you just want to get rid of it, Jerry also does tree removal and trimming. He also can grind your stumps or dig out your old stumps. So whatever you need, he can take care of it. Estimates, of course, are free. So give him a call at 363 6025. That's 363-6025. Jerry's Lawn Care. On the web, it's jlc-llc.com. jlc-llc.com. All right, I'm going to turn things back over to Brooks and Colin, and have a blessed weekend. I'll see everybody. Bye.
Thank you, Jim. I hope you're having a good time in Myrtle Beach. I'm sure it's sunny. It's 75 degrees down there, not a cloud in the sky. Or maybe it's raining. I'm not sure. So, hope you're having a good time down there, Jim. Enjoy yourself, because you're going to have a lot of work to do when you get back here. These guys are just selling stuff. You're going to have to place big orders, so be prepared. Don't spend all the money down there. All right, so
he's telling the truth too. He really is.
So we talked to Ryan Cunningham earlier today. He's the chef owner at Abbott's on Broad Creek in Laurel, and he's in this thing. It's called the Thomas Breakfast Battle. He was invited to it, so I mean that's just an honor right there to be picked, one of 135 chefs in the United States to be asked to be a part of this. And what it is, you have to create a sandwich using Thomas's English muffins, using local ingredients. And we know Abbott's and Ryan are famous for using local ingredients and just really being a part of the community. So it started out at 135, and it's been narrowed down and narrowed down. Now we're at the top 16. Ryan is number 2. And it's all due to the support of the community. This is a true grassroots effort. So I want you to go to thomasbreakfastbattle.com, look up Ryan Cunningham, vote for him. The way he's become number 2 in this is by voting, local people voting for him and getting behind him. What he's done, he's created a scrapple sandwich. Everybody loves, most people. Most people love scrapple. Most people love scrapple around here, so he's created a scrapple sandwich. Check it out. He's even got the recipe there, so you can make it yourself, and it's even a recipe for apple butter. So it's apple butter, it's an egg, it's scrapple, and it's all, of course, on a Thomas's English muffin. Go to thomasbreakfastbattle.com, register, and vote for Ryan Cunningham. Let's take him to number 1. He is he is number 2 among 16 finalists. It's going to be narrowed down to 8 finalists on the 5th of October, and we want him to be number 1. We want him to be the last man standing. Laurel, Delaware is on the map among these big cities. If you go there and look, you'll see the top 16, except for Laurel, are big cities, very big names you've heard of: San Francisco, Reno, Nevada, San Diego, Green Bay, Wisconsin, Buffalo, New York, and sitting in number 2, you have Laurel, Delaware. True grassroots effort. Support him and support Delaware, and just show him what we can do here. Go Scrapple.
Go Scrapple, absolutely.
Use hashtag Go Scrapple. We also heard from Bill Anderson from Dry Zone. They are out. They are working hard right now. If you've got a sump pump that's not working, if you've got don't even have a sump pump and you need just to get the water out of your basement, they can help you out on that 24-hour-a-day service. Call 684-5034 or dryzone.com. If you need to remember something, just remember dryzone.com. All the information is there. They can get you fixed up with the right guy to get in there and get things done. So, Brooks, you have some instant coupons. Is that what you're calling instant coupons?
Instant coupons, yes.
Okay.
And there's some
what is
really
an instant coupon?
It's a coupon that is instantly taken off the price, so you don't have to worry about having the coupon with you.
Do you have to mention it?
You don't even have to mention it.
You're just going to do it automatically.
It's just going to happen.
Okay.
Yep, and we have some really, really great deals in there. You know, you hear Jim talk about those composite Adirondack folding chairs.
Mm-hmm.
The instant coupon on those are $97.50.
Wow.
So that, I mean, that's a real good deal on those chairs. You know, you may not be using them the rest of this year, but why not go ahead and get the take advantage of the deal, get the furniture now, and be ready for the the spring next year. Also have the Uncommon USA 20-foot telescopic flagpole.
Yes, you're today with the wind blowing, you're going to wish you had a quality flagpole, Uncommon USA quality flagpoles.
Absolutely. They come with a 3x5 sewn United States of America flag. Mm-hmm. It'll hold 2 flags. It has a 3-inch gold ball on the top, and it comes with the installation hardware. We have it available in silver, bronze, or black. They sell online for about $300, and with the instant coupon, you can get them for $177. So I mean, some really, really big discounts. You hear them talk about the tablets as well. We have a tablet bundle for $50. You get a 7-inch tablet, a cleaning kit, and earbuds. And on top of that, other than just the stuff in the showroom, he's even got some trailers in there that are on coupon. A 16-inch landscaper normally would sell, $23, $24, $2,500. They're on sale right now for $19.97.
All this available at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville, open until 1 o'clock today. Get in here, get the deal done, get a trailer if you need it. You're going to need a trailer to haul those branches off that have fallen down in your yard, or debris that's blown into your yard. You've got everything from the entry-level trailer up to the professional contractor if you need to haul a piece of equipment, right?
Absolutely. And if you're a homeowner, just need a little trailer, we have a 5x8 out there for $599. So definitely have what you need to take care of business.
Hey, I've got some bags of trash I haul to the dump, every 2 weeks. I haul 8 bags of trash. 5x8 trailer.
Absolutely. Yep, will work just fine. Pull in, throw them off, take it home, park it behind the house, good to go.
Right. And you guys know what a customer will need, so they can come in and say, look, this is what I need to do. This is the vehicle I have. And you can tell them if the trailer they have in mind, either if the one they have in mind is up for the task. If it's too much, you don't need a trailer that big to do that. Or that trailer is not going to do what you want it to do. We'd rather have you happy and in the right trailer than to get home and realize on your first trip, ooh, this was the wrong trailer. Because once the deal's done, it's done. It's a used trailer. It's just like a car.
Yeah, just
drive
it
off
undo it.
Right, you drive it off the lot. It's yours.
Yeah, and that's what our goal is. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make sure that we're listening to what you're saying, and that's one thing. Over the years, I've had people get upset before, but once I explained to them what I was doing, they understood. We ask a lot of questions, and sometimes people feel like you're invading their privacy or whatever.
Look, just give me a trailer and let me get out of here.
Exactly. But the reason we're asking the questions is to make sure that you're purchasing the right trailer. The last thing we want to do is let you just buy a trailer thinking it's going to work for what you need it to work for, and then you get home and it doesn't. Now you're upset that you bought the wrong trailer, and you're kind of stuck at that point. So we want to make sure that to keep you from getting stuck and make sure that you're getting the right thing, make sure it's going to work for what you need it to work for.
So everything that's on sale, or a lot of the stuff that's on sale, if you go to Wellers.com, what's it called? Current ads.
Yep.
Current ads up at the top. Click on that. You can see he's got a stack. I don't have one in front of me, but he's got a stack of papers here with all the current ads, and there's lots of them. Lots of things on sale. Lots of good deals, and Wellers.com is the place to find it. The best thing to do, I think. You do a little research there, just maybe get in mind what you want, but get out here and check. How many trailers do you have on the ground?
I would say about 700 of them.
700 trailers on the ground. That's a lot of trailers,
and
Brooks.
we got more coming in every day.
You've got big box stores that only have 10, 12.
Yeah, we want to make sure that you have a selection. We don't want you to come in and we got one trailer that's gonna suit your needs, or might suit your needs. We want to make sure that we have a very nice selection of what you're looking for, whether you're looking for something that's entry level, whether you're looking for something that's a little heavier duty, or something that's going to last. If you're looking for something you need for a one and done type thing, or if you're looking for something, I'm going to need this trailer for 20 years.
Right. Something I know you guys specialize in, and you're kind of known in the area for this, is vendor trailers. You can customize these things, get them any way you want. Doors on this side, doors on that side, air conditioning, heat, whatever, pre-wired for electricity. You got all that, and you can help them go through the process of figuring out what they need and how it all gets put together into a trailer.
Absolutely. You can come down, sit down with me. What we'll do is we'll talk about what your plan is, what you're trying to do, try to map something out. We can't actually get the cooking equipment, but we can get you the electrical, we can get you cabinets, we can get you water, the holding tanks, the waste tanks, pretty much the whole outer shell with all the utensils other than the actual cooking equipment. And we can do serving windows, you can do concession windows with marquees. I mean, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can really dress these things up.
T-shirt trailers, you want to sell, you go into a race or something and you're selling T-shirts out of them.
Absolutely.
Lots of different things. So just come in, let Brooks or any of the guys here know exactly what you're looking for. or if you don't know what you're looking for, just say, hey, I'm selling T-shirts. You know, what do you have that would work for that? You know, what have you seen in past that works for other customers? Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. Phone number?
337-8228.
They're here. They're ready to answer your calls. You can get in here until 1 o'clock today and take advantage of the free coffee and donuts. It's cold. It's nasty outside. Free coffee. Come in and make it. You even got some hot chocolate in there, I think, too.
Absolutely.
Using the
Keurig. Oh, yeah.
Right. Right. You know they're making soup for those now? I think Campbell's.
Are they really?
I think so.
I might have to try that out.
We'll have to get some out here. We'll have to talk Jim into giving away free soup now. So it is a nasty weekend. Jim is on vacation. He is in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. He's having a good time. We see his pictures. Follow him on Facebook. Go to Facebook. Look for the Jim Weller from Delaware. Check out his adventures. He's always into something. He's got pictures of, you know, $1 million motorhomes one day, and then the next day he's got $12 socks that he's talking about. So you go from $1 million motorhome to $12 for however many socks. What's the current deal on the socks right now?
30 pairs for $10.77.
Whatever. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. You're not going to find a better deal on socks at a trailer store anywhere, for that matter. So, this is Colin Walls. I'm sitting in for Jim. Jim is vacationing, as I said. Check us out, wellerdoesdelmarva.com. You can watch us there. You can also go back and watch past shows there. If you had a question about dry zone, well, what's her phone number? Or what did he say about that pump, that triple safe pump? Go back to wellerdoesdelmarva.com. The video's there. You can watch it. This thing's pretty amazing. I'd like to get it on camera. It's a little far out of my reach. So we also have Ryan Cunningham. He came in from Abbott's Grill in Laurel. It's called Abbott's on Broad Creek, but he's in this Thomas Breakfast Battle. Let's get him up to number one. Go to thomasbreakfastbattle.com and look for Ryan Cunningham in Laurel, Delaware, and you can vote for him there and vote for the sandwich, Scrapple sandwich. We love our Scrapple. What's wrong, Brooks?
It's time to wrap it up.
It's time to wrap it up. I don't hear any music. What?
I think we get a little technical difficulty here right at the end.
We do have some technical difficulty. Really?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening. We appreciate it. You want to stay tuned? Delmarva Potting Shed's coming up. Jake Smith and Valerie Cordry there, down there at East Coast Garden Center. And just stay tuned and listen for that. Are we done?
We're done.
We're done. All right. Thank you.
Have a good day.